Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to talk about Nicki Minaj versus Joe Budden versus Charlamagne the God versus DJ Envy versus Trina's Camp versus the world. Listen. So I just finished listening to the interview or the conversation when Nicki was yelling at Joe Budden or cursing him out. Interview, whatever you want to call it. I listen to it on YouTube. I don't have Apple Music, but I listen to it on YouTube. It's 2 hours. I guess she had different hosts. Well, I actually ended it when T.S. Madison came on. I said I might go listen to what T.S. Madison was talking about, but I really went just to listen to the Joe Budden interview. I think his part was like 40 minutes, something like that. But yeah, I listened to it on YouTube. Listen. Where do we start? Okay, so Joe Budden was on Nicki Minaj's Queen Radio. You know, she has a show on Apple Music. It's called Queen Radio. And they were addressing some of the things that have been said about her. At one point, Nicki Minaj cut his mic off. She was doing a whole bunch of yelling and screaming and cussing. That still does not take away from the things that she was saying. At the end of the day, from what I heard, it sounded like Joe Budden was telling a couple of lies. And instead of him saying, "Oh yeah, I probably got that wrong," or "I was wrong on that," he wouldn't even say that. I think, I don't know what it is in 2019 where it's this big issue with apologizing when you're in the wrong, or just not even in an apology, but just acknowledging that you may have said something that was wrong. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't do that. At one point, Nicki Minaj started talking about she's not going to address any men anymore. Her husband is going to do that. Now, Nicki, girl, from what I understand, girl, now correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I heard your husband, what's his name? Or soon to be husband. I heard he's a registered sex offender. I heard he's on probation. So you might not want to see your husband to get in nobody's face. Because, girl, if they know like I know, bitch, I'm calling the cops and I'm pressing charges until I can't press them no more. So, Nicki, you might want to leave your husband in the corner, but he end up back in prison or back in jail. At the end of the day, they talked about motorsport. This is what I think happens with Nicki Minaj, and when you are talking to someone like Joe Budden. Joe Budden pretty much is monotone when he speaks. Unless, he'll yell sometimes. But I think what it is with Joe is because Joe has a nice size vocabulary. He speaks really, I'm not going to say slow, but he doesn't have to yell and do a lot of screaming to get his point across sometimes. So I think when you have someone like a Nicki Minaj who is yelling and screaming, and then you have Joe who's pretty much keeping the same tone throughout the whole video, some people would act like what Nicki Minaj was saying didn't make sense. What she was saying was making sense. You probably didn't like how she was saying it, but what she said, it made sense. Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, they backpedaling and pussy popping. At the end of the day, I saw that whole video. This is the thing with Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy. DJ Envy, you said out your own mouth that you were no longer gonna play Nicki Minaj records. I saw it with my own eyes. If you go to I forgot what video it was, but it was a Breakfast Club video where Nicki had got into it with some other DJ. Remember the DJ? I think he was messing with Cardi B. He was on Love and Hip Hop. Baby, these lips are popping. Baby, these lips are popping, baby. Baby, these lips are chapped, sticked up. Do you hear me? It was a DJ off of Love and Hip Hop New York. I think Cardi B was messing with him one time, or at least that's what they tried to make it seem on the show. I think that Cardi B wanted him to be her manager or help her with her music career. What was that nigga name? He ended up signing Mariah Lynn. The goofy looking nigga. He always laughing and giggling. He always remind me of the dude who really don't get no pussy. What's his name? DJ Self. That's not his name. I don't know his name. But anyway, I think his name is DJ Self. I don't know his name. I think Nicki had got into it with him. Or I think she like low-key threatened him or something like that. And I think because DJ Envy wanted to have another DJ's back, he basically said that he wasn't going to play Nicki Minaj records. I remember y'all pretty much trying to blackball Nicki Minaj. Let's be honest, y'all. We need to be honest about the situation. Charlamagne the God, at one point, I do believe Charlamagne when he said that Nicki stopped messing with him because he said he didn't like Anaconda. Hell, who liked Anaconda? The only thing I liked about Anaconda was, by the way, what they say, he can tell I ain't missing no meals. That was my only part I liked. Yes, ma'am. But didn't nobody like Anaconda except for Nicki and some white people. But I remember Charlamagne the God saying that Nicki stopped messing with him because he said that he didn't like Anaconda. Now, Charlamagne, you've been on that Nicki hate train too. I remember this is just something. I remember you gave Nicki Donkey of the Day, basically for being upset that she got the #2 album, and she basically the same thing that DJ Khaled said and was upset about. Nicki Minaj had said. He gave Nicki Minaj Donkey of the Day. He didn't give DJ Khaled Donkey of the Day. He talked about DJ Khaled when Angela Yee mentioned DJ Khaled in the whole #2, #1 situation with Tyler, the Creator. He talked about it when Angela Yee mentioned DJ Khaled in the Rumor Report, but he didn't give DJ Khaled Donkey of the Day. Just like he didn't give Cardi B Donkey of the Day for getting on live talking about how she used to drug men back in the day. So, like, Charlamagne the guy, you can sit here and say that, oh, you love Nicki Minaj, but baby, your actions are saying something completely different. When it came to, like, Nicki Minaj in the Cardi B situation, it was clear whose side that you were on, and that's fine, but bitch, don't try to act like you're not on the side when you know you're on the side. You see what I'm saying? Anyways, so Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy, they get on the Breakfast Club today, basically backpedaling and pussy popping. Girl, we love Nicki, we love Nicki. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because, girl, I couldn't tell by the way what y'all been doing. Now, it's one thing, you can say you don't like Anaconda, you can say this and that and this and that, that's fine. Just because we friends don't mean I'm going to like everything you do. And just because we friends don't mean you're going to like everything I do. And that's fine, I can call it out. But girl, when you start when I can start putting the pieces together, yeah, y'all was not messing with Nicki Minaj, just say it. And I feel like it was some type of inside Hollywood thing to try to get Nicki Minaj off the top. Whatever we gotta do to get Nicki Minaj out the way, that's what we gonna do. That's how I feel about the situation. What else? Ooh, Trina. It's so hot, y'all. It's so hot. They told us not to turn our AC down. And I cannot get up because I ain't got no pants on. I wanna go get my fan. I'm getting hot. Anyways, so Trina, listen. So Funky Dineva did an interview with Trina's A&R person. Listen, this is how I look at the situation. Nicki don't owe Trina shit. What it sounded like to me, what they were saying, okay, the first thing is this. Just because you do a song with someone does not mean that it's going to automatically be a single. There are plenty of songs that people have done that are on albums that are just on an album but are not a single. But I guess one would assume, and I guess it's safe to assume, that if anybody does a song with Nicki Minaj, then we can say that it's pretty much probably going to be the lead single or a single. So I get that part. The song was going to be a single. The song was done, the BAP song, that Trina has a song called BAPs. They recorded the song back in 2017. The song is just okay. It has that old beat of a Project Chick. Give me a Project Chick. That song, give me a hood rat bitch, something like that. One that'll give a fuck. You know. I think that was, whose song was that? That was somebody, Lil Wayne, not Lil Wayne, Juvenile. Was it Juvenile? I don't know. It was one of them. Somebody from Louisiana. But she did a song with Nicki Minaj. The song was okay. After about 1:30 I was pretty much over the song. What I got from the interview was they thought that Nicki was supposed to promote Trina's song. I didn't get it. Baby, that's not Nicki's song. You can sit here and get mad all day at Nicki for doing whatever she did with Megan Thee Stallion, but at the end of the day, what it sounds like to me is Trina, this is going to sound so messed up, and I don't want nobody to be without a job, but Trina, it sounds like you need to fire everybody in your camp and get a new camp. It sounds like some people on your side, they dropped the ball. It's not Nicki Minaj's job to make sure that your song is hot on the charts or gets airplay or is promoted. That's not her job. She came in, she got on the song. I heard she brought you on Queen Radio. Everything else is up to your team. Your team dropped the ball. You cannot get mad at the fact that she has a song with Megan Thee Stallion and the song took off, and now y'all want to compare the Trina situation to the Meg Thee Stallion situation. It could be a possibility that Megan's team was on their shit and your team wasn't on their shit. Now, I know a lot of people are saying that, oh, Trina didn't say this. Her A&R person said it. At the end of the day, your A&R person is a representation of you. So you need to make sure that the message is correct, or the message that's getting out there is a message that you want to send. Because if somebody says Trina A&R person and they do a full 15-minute interview with somebody, I'm looking at it as though this is what Trina stands by. If that's not what you stand by, then sweetie, you need to fire him. Because he didn't have no business out there running his mouth if that's not what you're trying to put out there. That's just how I see it. It's not Nicki's job to make sure your single pops. That's your job. That's your team's job. And just because Nicki Minaj gets on a record does not mean the record is going to be this number one. I think they were banking on the fact that Nicki Minaj was on the record, that was going to be, okay, this is going to be Trina's moment right here. And then, girl, wasn't nobody paying attention to Trina all that song. You know how many songs Beyonce been on and they didn't go number one, or it kind of just went under the radar? Shit happens. If the song is good, the song is good. If the song isn't good, the song isn't good. And y'all did this song back in 2017. It's 2019. Now, I will say this much. I will side out the fuck out of Nicki for... Because I remember when Trina dropped that song, Nicki dropped Megatron. And I was like, this is weird. And this is what I said in my head. Why, Nicki, why would you drop? Like, Nicki, you know you're a worldwide superstar. Why would you drop on the same day as Trina? And y'all supposed to be friends. It's one thing if you don't like them. It's one thing if it was a Cardi B. Then, okay, go for what you know and let's see who's going to get number one. But it's kind of like Beyonce dropping on the same day as Kelly. You see what I'm saying? Even though I don't compare Kelly and Beyonce's relationship to Trina's and Nicki's, because Beyonce and Kelly being like sisters, pretty girl. As far as I'm concerned, Kelly is Matthew's biological daughter, but that's a whole nother story for a whole other day. But you know, like that's like Beyonce dropping the same day as Kelly. Like, girl, for real? Huh? What? That's what you gonna do? Okay. So yeah, I thought it was a little bit like questionable that Nicki dropped Megatron the same day as Trina. I was like, why would you do that? That's shady as fuck. Like, Nicki, that's shady. Or at least it looks shady to me. The guy was talking about how Nicki didn't want to do the video. But to me, I feel like he was talking in circles. Maybe I missed a part, and maybe y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. This is what I remember him saying. They had the money for the video in 2017, but now they don't have the money for the video. But again, you backdoored and said that y'all, you know, you don't want to shoot the video then anyways because things can change. Fashion can change. So if y'all would have shot the video in 2017, it is a possibility that what y'all had on and how y'all looked in the video would have been completely different than what we look like and what's fashion forward now in 2019. I just feel like Trina's camp is trying to put the blame on Nicki Minaj, and it's nobody's blame but Trina's camp. Girl, that's your job. My job is not to promote to not promote your song. Yes, I'll put your song in my 24-hour. And my thing is, he got mad because Nicki put the song in her, you know, like in your IG story, how it only saves her for 24 hours. He felt like it was wrong that she put the song there for 24 hours. But then I guess when the song with Meg Thee Stallion, I think she actually put the song on her IG. Like, you know, like you post a picture on your IG? I think she actually posted it on her IG. Baby, y'all need to stop comparing, because clearly y'all not about y'all business over here, and Meg Thee Stallion is about her business over here. At the end of the day, Bops, whatever it was called, Bops, it was a decent song for about 1 minute and 45 seconds. After that, it was pretty much a wrap for me. Y'all didn't do y'all job over here, Trina's team. Meg Thee Stallion and her team sound like they doing their job. Trina, you need to fire everybody in your camp and get a new team. Because the truth of the matter is, girl, you should not have a song with Nicki Minaj and it not do nothing. It should do a little bit of something. A little bit of something, bitch. And again, that song was just okay, y'all, honestly. But yeah, that's all I got to say about the whole Nicki Minaj. I did not watch. I know Nicki Minaj came on to Joe Budden's show. I haven't watched that one yet. Again, I think Joe was wrong. Nicki clearly proved that he was wrong. He won't say that he's wrong. Again, Joe does come across as a type of person that, because he has a nice size vocabulary and because he speaks really kind of slow and monotone and because he doesn't really raise, he may not raise his voice, then people automatically feel as though he may be right. No, girl, he's a liar. He was lying. And Nicki showed that he was lying. And just because somebody yells and screams, because I yell and scream too, does not take away from what the fuck I'm saying. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I still need to watch Love and Hip Hop, and then I need to do Hot Topics. All right, y'all. I think that's all I have to say. Bye.